Hello, welcome back. Today, I will show you the features and actions listed in Hyper-V, that is Hyper-V overview. Now let's dive into the process. Enter your search bar, type Hyper-V, hit enter. Now, in the right corner, we see create, quick create. Now, click on it. Quick create is a simplified wizard that allows you to quickly create a virtual machine with default settings. It's also useful for setting a virtual machine for testing or development purposes. That is, make sure you are connected to internet to automatically generate Windows 10 and Windows 11 ISO file for you. That's going to Microsoft website to download it manually. So it will also help you to install it in your system. This process is for development and testing purposes. You can see now this Windows 10 ISO file and this Windows 11 ISO file. Anyone want to install, once you just click on create virtual machine now to start downloading, you can see the size and 4% gig. And for now, let me cancel it. Close. So the next option here we have new. Under new we have virtual machine, hard disk and floppy disk. Earlier I showed you how to create Windows 10, how to create virtual machine using Windows 10 as the ISO file. This is something you need to do here now under virtual machine. So if you have not watched my previous video, I will advise you to go back and watch it so you understand very well. The same thing also goes with hard disk and floppy disk. Now the next thing now is import virtual machine. So choose the location where your virtual machine is, automatically import it. The next thing now is Hyper-V settings. Now Hyper-V settings allows you a global settings parameter like storage, locations, network settings, keyboard shortcuts, and live migration settings. You can see now storage migration, enhanced mode migration, keyboard settings, my USB, enhanced section, reset checkbox. So this comprises of Hyper-V settings depending on the one you want to do. But for now, this is just the overview. Later in the course I will show you everything one by one, what it means. Let's cancel. And the next thing here we have Virtual Switch Manager. Virtual Switch Manager provides a tool to create and manage virtual switch. It also allows configuration of external, internal, and private switches to control how VMs connect to network. You can see now, this is the default switch. I told you earlier that when you change your virtual machine to default switch, it will automatically accept any network connected to your system, whether LAN, Wi-Fi. So now you can also manually create this virtual switch now using any name. So it's external, internal, private. So private, internal, external. External say create a virtual switch that bonds to the physical network adapter so that virtual machine can access a physical network. Look at the internal now. It says create a virtual switch that can be used only by the virtual machine that's run on this physical computer, and between the virtual machine and the physical computer. An internal virtual switch does not provide connectivity to a physical network connection. You can see now. Look at the private now. Say create a virtual switch that can be used only by the virtual machine that's run on this physical computer. So let's go with external now. Once you create external virtual switch now, you click on create virtual switch. Under name now, you name it with anything. Let me just say stack. Now manually input any nodes. On your virtual switch now, you can see now, the essence of creating virtual switch now is to assign to a particular network. Is it Wi-Fi you want to use? Is it LAN you want to use for this your virtual switch you are creating? If you are creating for wireless, enable wireless. If you are using for external, that is Ethernet connection, you can click on Ethernet connection. Then we adapter, want to create it. Now for, let me say I want to use it on Wi-Fi. I will say okay, then I will click on OK. I see now. Disrupt your connection. Okay. I see now applying changes. So whenever I power on my computer, that is my VM, I can manually set it to use virtual switch, which I name as HTTech. So whenever I connect to network, it will automatically use wireless. So whenever I connect it to LAN, it may not work because I assign it to wireless. Now, the window we created earlier, let's click on it. I click settings. You see where we're talking about now. Go to your net. We see network here now. Adapter is BIOS, security, memory, processor. First one. Look at it, a network switch. Click on it. This is the HTTech I created now. Now click OK. You can see now I have changed it to wireless. So if I connect a LAN to this system, it will not work until I change the settings back to LAN. I'll see now. The next, that is called Virtual Switch Manager. The next option here now is Virtual SAN Manager. Virtual SAN Manager enable creation and managing of virtual storage area network. It allows VMs, that is virtual machines, to access shared storage resources. Okay. Later in the course, I will show you more in details. The next option now here is edit disk. That was the one I showed you earlier in reference to. So check now. It says this will help you to edit a virtual hard disk. Virtual hard disk storage as VHD or VHDS files. To edit a virtual disk, you need to know the location of the associated file. Now click next. You can see now this is location. You can manually do anything, edit, change location or any other thing you want to do here, the action you want to implement here. You can see now. Open next. You can see now. Look at the first option. So this option compare the size, file size of the virtual hard disk, the storage capacity of the virtual hard disk remains same. The second option says convert. This option converts a virtual hard disk by copying the content to a new hard disk, to a new virtual hard disk. The new virtual hard disk can use a different type of format than the original virtual hard disk. While the last option here expands, this option expands the capacity of the virtual hard disk depending on what you want to achieve. This is known as edit disk option. Now the next option now here is inspect disk. It provides details about the properties and content of your virtual hard disk. Also useful for verifying disk settings and usage. Now once you click on it, click on the location where you save your virtual machine. Now you can see now it will show you for mine is VHDS tab, dynamically expanding a virtual hard disk. This is the location where I save it. Current size 10 gig, maximum size. But this is I assigned 20 gig to my those 10 virtual disk. That is a VM virtual machine. I assigned 20 gig. This is 10 gig, 10.2 gig is the current size I've occupied on it. That is okay. That is called inspect disk. Now the next option here, now we click on it. Now I'll just tell you what it means. Is this stop service. Stop the Hyper-V virtual machine management service. This action stop all running VM and services managed by Hyper-V. can see now. Once you stop this, now everything on the VM will stop. Then we have remove server. Remove server remove a remote Hyper-V host from the Hyper-V manager console. Does not affect the VM or configuration on the removed host. Now, the next option here is refresh. Refreshes the updates and display the status information in the Hyper-V. Ensure the latest information about the VM host is shown. Can see now. Now the other option here now is view. Under view we have add column and customize. This add column customize the column display in the Hyper-V, while the other option here we have add column customize. Then this customize allows selection of VMs to display such name, state, memory usage, and CPU capacity. Now, the next option now is connect. The same way when you can right click here, the same here with the same thing here that I showed you earlier. Connect open the console window to interact with the selected virtual machine. It provides access to virtual machine desktop as if you were running a physical machine. Once you click on connect now, and see now, this is the same thing I showed you earlier. Immediately I will start my virtual machine. But I don't want to start now. Let me close. Now the next option here now we have settings. It allows modification of hardware settings, integration services, checkpoints, and more. This is the main hardware settings of your VM. You have the BIOS, can add hardware, security, memory. This is 3 GB assigned to it. Processor, you can manually change it to processor 3 or 2 or 1, depending on the processor your system has. IDE controller, hard disk storage. You can see now, this is the virtual machine. This is the Windows 10 ISO file. You can see now, this is the virtual switch that I know as HTEC and many other settings. As you know, as this settings simplifies now. Now this start option now boots up a selected virtual machine. It also initiate the virtual machine system and make it operational. Immediately you click start and the same thing like once you right click here now, see start here now. Immediately you click start, everything will just connect by itself and start. You don't manually need to come and click on start again. Let's start and see now. See now. Now see now it's already starting. I didn't use connect again. It just start automatically. Or you just to come here and click on it, double click here. You see now, your machine Windows 10 is starting. So let me cancel. I don't want to start. And it's starting. It's running now. I'll turn it off. Stopping. Now, the next option now is checkpoints. Checkpoint creates a snapshot of VM current state. It's also useful for creating restore points before making changes to the VM. You can see now, checkpoint. This is the restore point now. This is 11:31 AM. You can see now. Checkpoint shows exactly the point where the Windows was last used, which you can also use to do the stop points. Also doing on your Windows. You know, in your Windows you can create a stop point and go back, revert the system back to that point when your system has issue. You can also do it here. So the next thing now, the next option here now is let me play this. can see check menu. Let me see, did it check? Can see now? I've checked almost everything here now. Can see now? Yes, now we have finally moved everything back check on there. The next option here now is move. You see move now. Move migrate a VM to a different location, either on the same host or on a different host. It can be moved entire VM, that is virtual machine, or just a storage. You can see now you can manually move, as the name implies, you can move any of your VM here to the folder and location, current location or current size. So that is called move. The next option here is export. Export creates a backup of a virtual machine by exporting its configuration, state, and virtual disk. The exported file can be imported later. Okay. What's the other option here now? Rename. Rename changes the name of the selected virtual machine. And see now, most likely my Windows 10 want to change it, want to rename it to any other thing. Change the name of a virtual machine, help in organizing and identifying virtual machine. And see now, as the name implies. Now, the last option here now is delete. So you can see now, are you sure you want to delete all the selected virtual machine? No. Delete now, remove a virtual machine from Hyper-V Manager. It can also delete the associated virtual hard disk if chosen. These features and action provide a comprehensive control over your virtual machine. I'm 100% sure after watching the video you will know majority of this option here, their function. So anyone you don't understand, you can comment it below, which I will make a video later in detail of any of the above options you don't understand very well. Thank you for watching our video. See you in the next video.